Welcome back to another Short Legacy League where we have Riddlesmith versus Goblins. A huge thank you to the Patreon supporters who are helping the league and YouTube channel. If you would like to become a supporter, please click on the link in the show note. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Number 1, where both players have kept 6 and Corey will be on the play. These are the stickers that were chosen for this match for the name sticker Goblin that Corey plays in the Goblins deck. See Corey lead off on a Chrome Mox, and he's probably going to be potentially pitching this Goblin Matron. That's what it looks like he's going to do. So Goblin Matron into play, and let's see what else he's got. That's a Chalice in hand on 0, Ancient Tomb into... Alright, so we have our sticker Goblin, and he's going to choose Dinosaur on that, so he gets 4 mana for that. And then we'll see him play a Battlecry Goblin, pump the Battlecry Goblin, and attack. And so that's a total of 6 coming across plus 7 with the Goblin token coming from the Battlecry Goblin, and then Corey plays a Chalice on 0 against Riddlesmith, which is traditionally, and Chris draws a Force of Will for his turn. Yeah, so Riddlesmith is known to play the Containment Construct as well as Riddlesmith, both of those being 2-drops. But the bigger thing is he plays 3 Chrome Moxes, 4 LEDs, 4 Lotus Petals, 4 Mishra's Baubles, 4 Mox Opals, 4 Urza's Baubles as 0-drop artifacts in his deck. So not being able to play those right away into that Chalice on 0 is pretty tough. Looks like Corey drew a Simian Spirit Guide there. And he can pump this Battlecry Goblin twice and potentially do quite a bit of damage. If he pumps it twice, he has 2 4/4s and a 3, or 2 4/2s and a 3/1, as well as when he attacks, he gets another one as well. And that looks like it's what he's going to do. So he's got 8, 11, 12 damage coming into play. Because it's 3 damage or 4 damage from the sticker, 4 damage from the Battlecry, 3 damage from the 1 Goblin token, and 1 damage from the entering Goblin token as well. So Corey able to do 19 damage in just on his turn 2. Just shows how powerful this Goblin's deck truly is. So they're just going over the math on everything, pointing out what we just talked about there. Chris taking his lumps there and see if he's got absolutely anything he can do against Corey to try and stifle this. I don't think he does. Even playing 1 creature won't be enough with him being at 1 life. And not being able to combo off using a Containment Construct, or Riddlesmith using the 0 mana artifacts. Now he can still cast them, they'll just be countered. And then it is whenever you discard a card, you may exile that card. And then whenever you cast an artifact from the Riddlesmith, so casting it, so there's the Containment Construct, so there's one piece of the puzzle, but he can't quite get that Riddlesmith out to do the other aspect of the combo. So you'll see an untap here from Corey, and I imagine we'll just see a pump and go here, a double pump. So that is quite a bit of damage there. So now he has 6, and then he double pumps, so quite a bit of damage. We'll see you in game number 2. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Game 2, we have both players keeping 6 and Chris being on the play in this game number 1. These are the stickers that were chosen for the sticker Goblin for Corey in this game number 2. And Chris is going to lead off on an Urza Saga and see if he has anything additional. He does. He has a Mishra's Bauble, an Urza's Bauble, and he's going to tap 1 mana and play a Surge Node. Not quite sure what this is actually used for in the match, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. Corey wants to take a look at that, and we'll read over it as well. So Surge Node enters the battlefield with 6 counters on it, and you can pay 1, remove a charge counter, and move it to a counter to something else. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, I guess he could pump up his Saga or something along those lines. I don't know if Surge Node allows him to move counters off of something to bring it back over. Let's see. Remove a charge counter from Surge Node. So you can't move a counter off of the Saga. So That's interesting. Cordy does play his Chalice on 0 on his turn. Oh, okay. Chris can activate and use the Surge Node to put a counter onto the Chalice, and that would actually make the Chalice on 1. So he's able to cast his 0-drop spells. He chooses to make a construct instead. We'll see a Sticker Goblin choosing Delusionary. It'll give him 6 mana of casting a Muxus. We'll see what he pulls off of this Muxus here. And it's like a City of Traders, a Muxus, a Chalice of the Void, a Goblin Matron, another Muxus, and a Thorn Amethyst. So only the Goblin Matron is going to come into play off of that. We'll see it trigger, and he's going to be able to go get another Name Sticker Goblin. It's going to pass it back over to Chris. He's going to draw. We'll see that Urza Saga tick up to 3, and he'll decide if he's going to make a construct or float the mana and do something else. He's got a little bit of a decision to make here. It looks like he is just going to float the mana. He's going to go get an Aether Spellbomb, add a charge node or surge node over to that Chalice, so he's able to turn on his Mistress Urza's Bauble, and play a Containment Construct. So he chooses, well, I guess it doesn't, Containment Construct doesn't really do anything unless he has the Riddlesmith in play. So that's how this combo works. I'm just a big idiot and don't realize it. So let's go pass it back over to Corey. We'll see if Corey can actually make anything of this. I mean, that Muxus is pretty huge. If it attacks, the Matron gives him another Namesticker Goblin. Looks like we can see a Battlecry Goblin in his hand, as well as a Goblin Rabble Master. Corey has already burned his 6 mana sticker, so he has a 5 mana available to him, and he's going to take 7 damage from this construct. We'll see what Corey can do here. I imagine we're going to see that Sticker Goblin come into play. So we've got 2 mana floated from the City of Traders, and then an uncounterable Sticker Goblin, it looks like, is coming. Taking just a moment here to decide what he's going to do. So yeah, and it's going to be Unassuming chosen, which should be 5 mana, I believe. And we'll see a Battlecry Goblin, and then potentially another Battlecry Goblin. Yeah. So that leaves him with 2 mana. He can pump everything, and that's going to give the Sticker Goblin, it gives everything haste. He gets 2 triggers as well. So there's 2 1/1s coming out. The Battlecry Goblins each are 3/2s. Sticker Goblins are also 3/2s. The Matron is a 2/1. And then the Muxus is fucking gigantic because of its other line of text. Is whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each other Goblin you control. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is an 11/11 Muxus, as well as 3, 5, 8, 3, 5, 8, 11, 14, 15, 16 total damage, not including the Muxus. With the Muxus being 11/11, it's 27 damage on turn 3 from the Goblins player. So that is quite a bit of damage coming across at Chris, who only has 1 blocker available. Wondering if maybe he should have held that construct back, but even then it wouldn't have killed that Muxus. So it just would have been a chump blocker for a turn. He could have killed one of the Battlecry Goblins, but they pack it up, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.